can't see.
Hey, and we're live.
Oh, we are? We're live. Well, we didn't get the cue, but we love that. I love the element of surprise.
I love to see Tommy go, oh, man.
It's funny.
Hey, just to let you know, he's running around like a chicken without a head trying to get everything set up.
Yeah, because
that's why we're running a little late. Sorry. I'm glad you're still watching and looking in because we got a great show for you tonight.
But we have a lot of fun here, so even though it's crazy and stuff, we always have a lot of laughs.
Quick. I got to put on my glasses and get on my thing. And I want to shout out, first of all, Frank Macri, AJ, Joe Alamo, Mike Roccandino, Lisa Otto, Eddie Harris, Vicky Mealy, Ralphie Soluri, Denise and Michelle Sapienza, Tammy Soluri, Tommy Palapoli, Roseanne Haley, Della Pitcher, Shaw, Tommy Heaney, Damian Cotto, Dan Durando, Kelly Bridges, Casey Colon, Michael Ward, Joanne Buckley, Michael Apera, Freedom Wolf, Jackie Coleone, Doreen D'Angelo, and Lisa Anderson. Okay. I just want to say thank you. You guys hit me up today. Let me know you're watching the show. You're loyal fans. We love you. We appreciate you doing this. And we appreciate you supporting everybody that comes to our show.
Yeah, and wasn't there like a contest who was going to be mentioned first, whether it was Joe or AJ?
It was Frank Macri or Frank. AJ.
And Frank won. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Frank, he has a thumb in your eye, buddy.
Anyway.
I just want to tell you that goes back for when we were hanging out at the Cardino residence playing basketball in the backyard, and Frank stuck his thumb like 2 knuckles deep into my eye.
Okay.
He plays contact basketball, so.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that is contact. Well, welcome to the Madhouse tonight, Monday, November 10th. November's moving along rapidly, just like all the other months. Unfortunately, they say there's a polar vortex on its way, so brr. I'm not looking forward to that, not at all. Today was beautiful. It was, I think, like 60 degrees, right?
Yes. Every week you mention the Jets. Could you mention them this week?
Okay, that is true. So we're going to, week 10 of NFL. And, of course, my Ravens won. Yay! And kind of crazy because last week the Ravens played the Steelers, and it was a good game, and the Steelers, came ahead and beat the Ravens, and they're a great team. And the Jets were going to set a record yesterday had they not won, because they did win, but they would have had the most consecutive games in a row lost. I think that was going to set a record, right?
I hope not.
No, I believe it was. But anyway, they did win. They beat the Steelers. It's always crazy that way, right?
Right, that goes out to Jen and Greg. Love you guys.
Yeah. But
so wait, the Jets beat the Steelers beat the Ravens. Does that mean the Jets are better than the Ravens?
No, it does not.
It doesn't. Okay.
And Green Bay had a great game. Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
I mean, if you dumped him for your fantasy football, you made a huge mistake. But that's a chance you take when you play fantasy football, right?
Yeah, I dumped him, right?
Oh, you had Aaron? Oh, no.
No, I got rid of the defense.
Yeah, you had the defensive line.
So they were one of the worst defenses coming into it, and now all of a sudden they're the best defense.
Yeah, but Aaron had a great game.
And I lost by 2 points.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the gist of football. To wrap it up real quick, because we have a good show tonight. I want to get to it.
We have a great show tonight.
Yeah, so I have an irk. My irk of the week is dumb coaches. And I'll just say why. Vinny coaches PAL football.
Hey, I'm the dumb coach?
No.
Oh.
And yesterday was the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, his team lost, but they were 19-0 going into the Super Bowl yesterday. And the kids were great. They played a tough team. You did a great job as a coach. They love you. And they really do. They respect you and everything. And I'm proud of, the person you are on and off the field with the kids.
Thanks, sweetheart.
But anyway, so we stuck around for our friend Ann's son's game, little Chris, number 22, Cardellano. And they were playing the Super Bowl for that division, and they were playing the Sharks, which is Shore and Wading River, Miller Place, Rocky Point. And Ann's team, the Generals, the parents are really supportive. I mean, hugely supportive. And we're cheering for the team, and with no malice whatsoever.
Right.
And the goofy coach from the Sharks, he was like 6'4". He was like real goofy looking. And, somebody's probably going to know him, and they're going to hate me for this. But he was angry at the parents for just cheering, legitimately.
For cheering their kids.
Nice cheering, not like taunting.
They were doing defense,
yeah.
defense
cheer. And he was turning around, making faces and like gestures, like in arrogance to the crowd. And I thought it was just a horrible thing for the kids and for everybody out there. I mean, if you can't cheer nicely for a team,
Right.
then he didn't belong on the field. So to any coaches that are like that and bad sportsmanship, I mean, is not teaching the children anything. So that's my irk, stupid coaches.
Right. If you're going to be a coach, go out there and coach. Teach kids how to play. Don't favor your son and make him the all-star and put him in the position you want him to be. Be fair. Try kids at all positions and teach them football.
This guy was more concerned
She hates this
by
guy.
he was more concerned about the crowd than he was on the game. His back was to the field, and he was facing the bleachers.
That's right.
What a moron.
I want to
Get him
ask
off.
everybody to go on Janet's Facebook wall, look at the picture, and make a comment about the guy.
About
All
the
right?
guy.
Let's-
Yeah, somebody's gonna know him, and I'm gonna
well,
get really.
he deserves it.
into
He was wrong. He
Yeah.
wasn't professional. He wasn't even
So
close.
yeah, so quickly that was my irk.
Dumb coaches.
But tonight, back by popular demand, we have we got huge response to the guys that are back in the studio tonight. So this is part two, I
Part
guess.
two. And we
right?
got a lot of response for them to play more because they sound so good.
Yeah.
They actually sound just like the Beatles.
They do. They
And so tonight they're going to play some more for us. They're going to play a little extra for us tonight.
They are. So we want to, at this time, welcome them back and introduce them again. We have Penny Lane Tribute. So we have Bob Curtis. We have Tom Christie. Any relation to Chris Christie?
Not at all.
No, because the name is spelled differently. I Googled it to see.
No, he's the same spelling.
But is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
'Cause I looked
I
it
spell
up and-
Tom Tom. He spells Chris Chris.
Oh, that's
It's true.
No, but I
so
looked
she
up,
was right.
well, I
Wait, yeah.
looked up his last name, and it was maybe they had it wrong.
I.E.
I.E. Okay. And we have Jim DiNapoli. Hi,
Yes.
Jim. Welcome
Hello,
back.
hello. Thank
and,
you.
And we have Mark.
And there is
Elliott.
relation.
I'm sorry.
Tom DiNapo.
Tom DiNapoli.
Oh,
Is
wait.
that? Oh, is that?
Controller.
Oh, you're related?
Related, yeah, a little second
I
cousin.
thought it was your wife that was the controller.
Well, she,
Oh,
yeah,
she
she sold the house.
is control.
Wait, that's
Whose
Tom.
wife is
I
the
couldn't
control?
resist. I couldn't resist. Sorry.
Yeah, us women always control. But you know what they say?
What do you
Happy
say?
wife,
Happy life.
happy
life.
life. Right? So everybody can
That's right.
attest to that.
That's right.
Don't want to make your life miserable, right?
Love you, honey. Love you.
But anyway, guys, welcome back.
Thank you.
You've been, well, actually, Tom, you guys had somebody fill in for you last time when you guys were here.
I
because-
was not in the band yet, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am the newest member of the band, and I'm very happy to be part of the band.
Wow, well, welcome to the band. You know, I have,
So he filled in for you
Welcome, Tom.
before you got
Welcome.
here. Right. Nice.
did you guys know, Ringo left the band at one point. He left the Beatles in 1968 when they were recording the White Album. And while they were recording that,
About a week.
the other three guys played the drums on the tracks, which is pretty cool. They were able to fill in.
Yeah.
And when Ringo came back to the band, there were flowers all over his drums, which was, I guess, like a welcoming, back to the band. So I want to know, his entry into the band, were there any flowers on your drums?
No flowers,
flowers.
but there were other things that we probably shouldn't mention on air.
Well, no. This is internet, so you can say anything. So please indulge me.
Panties.
Well, Bob was
Panties.
wearing his nicest tutu for me, and
Okay.
Mark wore his 4-4, so we were in good shape.
Nice.
Are you calling him big?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't know. That's none of my business.
So how did you guys connect? How did they find you?
We met through a mutual friend. I play in a band called Imagine John with Steve Sgambati, who was a John Lennon basically look-alike and sound-alike. And he contacted Jimmy to possibly be a part of that act. Then Jimmy was saying how they maybe were looking for a drummer for Penny Lane. Steve mentioned me. He called me. I auditioned, and I passed the audition.
And you
right.
passed the audition, yes. Actually, I heard you, when you guys were doing the sound check, and you're a great addition to the band because your harmony blends so beautifully with the three other guys. And, with the Beatles,
That's a key.
That's
That's a key. Harmony's a key for the Beatles, right?
that's such a,
Without a
I mean, the Beatles, of course, obviously are unique. I mean, I still think they are the most unique band that's ever been around.
Yeah, still my favorite.
Just in my own taste, but so much so because of the vocals in that band,
Yeah.
Like the instruments were nothing was really technical with them, but just the nitty gritty down to what
Well,
the stripped bare of what their talent. Just
That's actually what happened. When Tom came down, and he came down to we had rehearsal in my basement, and we had a couple of guys showed up. We had a couple of Ringo guys that were great. But Tom came down. He just had the right attitude, and he connected with all of us.
Yeah.
The vocals and
I also paid them well.
You paid them well.
That's
yeah.
that's a big part of a band member is
Yeah, kick guys
if
again.
you know
And his attitude,
personality,
was-
connecting. You know, if you don't have that connection, things just always don't seem to work out right.
Definitely.
By the way, Tom, the check you wrote to me bounced. Well, it bounced, so you still
Use
owe
it as
it.
a
Well, he
handle.
knows that.
Still owe it.
Everybody else's check was good.
Right.
You know, it's so funny, but you can feel an instantaneous fit or non-fit
It's
with a band
really
member. And you
true.
guys have all can attest that. You've all been around for a long time playing music.
It's so true. For me personally, we started playing, and I would say, we didn't even get through the first song, and I said to myself, I said, this is going to be the guy. I said, because you just asked him to play a certain thing at a certain speed. He added his vocals. It was just, he knew everything
Right.
coming in. I said, whoever's going to be the new drummer, it's got to be somebody who's ready to play tonight if we had a gig.
Right.
And he was.
Can
You know,
see
so
that.
we're
He's
really
trying
happy
to get a
have him
good
on.
check.
All right.
Yeah. Once it clears.
There goes another couple zeros.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. That's very nice, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
so you just joined a few weeks ago, and I know you guys
Yeah.
have had some gigs since the last time you were on. So have you
Yes.
actually played out with them?
Actually,
so far?
I think it was just
Saturday.
8 days after I auditioned.
8 days a week?
We did a benefit. Yes, we did a benefit, and then this past Saturday night we were at a place in Garden City, which was our first public show with me and the band.
Great. And how'd it feel? Good.
It was a lot of fun. We got a great response,
Mm-hmm.
and we have 3 more shows this week. So hopefully, we'll just keep chuggling along.
Wow.
Great. I
Three-
know
three this
Wednesday.
week?
Well, Wednesday you're at. I actually am auditioning
Wen-
a drummer Wednesday.
Wednesday, actually tomorrow, we're going to be at Martha Clara
So,
Wine
okay.
Yards.
Clara
1 to
Okay.
4, yeah.
1 to
Veterans
4.
Day, they probably figuring a lot of people will head out to the wineries. A lot of people are off.
Right.
Come out and drink
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
Come on
Pinot
down.
Grigio.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday night, we're going to be at Mio Posto in Oceanside. Our
Yeah,
first
that-
time there.
That sounds. It just sounds nice.
Mio
Mio
posto.
I don't know what it means. You're Italian. Do you know what it means in Italian?
Italian from my post.
My post, right?
Well, actually, that sounded good. You had me on that.
He's winging it.
Well, it's a great place, great venue, great food, and that's Wednesday night, 7 to 11. And then Friday is going to be at Memories.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Memories.
in Williston
Williston
Park
Williston Park,
on Hillside Avenue.
which is another place where you can dine
Great
Dine
place.
and dance and
Dine and
it's
dance.
definitely a
And then
nice
next
place.
week, the 22nd, is going to be at Farrell's in West Islip, right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Another
West
debut,
Islip.
yes.
Is that oh yeah, that's I know where that is. I forget the road.
It's
It's
on
Higby?
Udall or
It's on
Higby, or I think
or-
they're
yeah,
both
I
the
think
same.
it's on Higby.
I think
Higby,
right
Udall.
where the fork is, I think. it
And
is,
when
right?
is that one?
That will be
The
November
22nd.
22nd, Saturday. I'd like to thank Beer Nuts for that, too. Tom DiNapoli, little cousin. That's another cousin of mine.
Oh,
go.
Beer Nuts.
Beer
That's
Nuts.
the name of a band.
Yeah, Tom DiNapoli and Debbie DiNapoli.
Wait, I know somebody in
Yeah.
that band. Wait, that's your cousin's band?
Cousin, yes.
Oh, I think I
They're
know.
playing there this Friday, matter of
Beer
fact.
Nuts?
I know.
Beer Nuts.
I
You
know
know
somebody
everybody.
in that band. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I just can't recollect.
You
at
know,
the
you know what the
moment.
difference between beer nuts and deer nuts are?
What's that?
Beer nuts are
See.
$1.49. Beer nuts are $1.49. Deer nuts are under $1.
We need a drum thing. Boom.
Where were you, Tom?
She's auditioning another drummer, so she'll have him.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
Well, hopefully it'll
actually,
work out.
who's watching the show is my father's band T-Birds, Ralph Riga and T-Birds.
They play 50s music?
They play 50s music, so shout out to them.
Oh, so
Love
they
it.
still play?
They still play,
Your dad
yep.
still plays. Great.
The T-Birds, Ralph Rigas, and
Now, are they more Nassau County, Queens?
Nassau County, yeah, Brooklyn, Howard Beach. They did a couple
Howard
of shows
Beach.
there, and
Yeah,
senior center.
great. Well, I think actually we could probably make the gig on it's the 22nd.
20, yes, for
Yeah.
Farrell's.
Actually, I don't
Oh,
think
that'd
we
be
have
great.
anything planned. The
We
couple
can
of
do a
times
live
you-
show.
Yeah,
Bring the crew down.
Live
man.
remote.
There you go.
would love to.
you
Tommy,
go.
what do you think? We'll do a live show
Live
on the
show?
22nd.
That looks like a yes.
He's like, you guys put him through enough already. He's like, yes, if you leave Mark home.
He's over there.
He's over there.
That son of a bitch. I
Right.
ain't going.
But he's home. He's
Me
home.
and Tommy,
Let me-
we have
let-
something to work out.
Let me ask you guys this, and let me just go around something with Bob. You guys have a favorite Beatles song? Everybody has a favorite Beatles song. No?
No.
Don't
That's
swivel,
like asking
Ben.
if you have a favorite kid. It's
Don't
not-
swivel.
No, you can't have a favorite.
I have a
kid.
favorite kid. I only have one
You
kid.
can't have a favorite
Wow.
I
kid.
only have one kid.
There you
Makes
go.
it easy.
There you go.
Yeah, I have a
Favorite
favorite one
Beatles.
too. All of them.
My favorite song of all time is Hey Jude. So
Yeah,
That's
it's
me
a
too.
great song.
That's my
That's a
favorite.
great audience participation song.
Yeah.
You
not
know,
only that,
people
when
just-
it came out, I guess I was 7 when it came out, but for some reason it just, the sound, the vocal, the instrumentation, everything about it, to me at that time was just perfect. It was just, and it has stayed with me throughout the years.
My confirmation name is Jude, and I took it because of the Beatles song. It's supposed to be named after a saint.
Right.
St. Jude is fun,
That's great.
but I took it because it's
Yeah, that's
Hey
so
Jude.
appropriate. Yeah.
Very nice.
How about you, Jim? It's
Every
hard.
song, it's hard.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
It depends what kind of mood I'm in. You know.
Exactly.
If it's light mood, it'd be
Exactly.
This Boy. If it'd be heavy mood, it'd be Sergeant Pepper or
Helter Skelter.
Helter Skelter.
Okay.
I'll just
I
say
know
that.
Mark Scout.
I would no, you know, I think you may have asked me that question last time, and there's just too many good songs. They were the greatest songwriters, the two of them. But if I would say of the not throwaway songs, but not the ones that are really, really popular, that weren't hits, that were an album filler, I would probably have to say "And Your Bird Can Sing," which is just, you know, just everything about it. Instrumentally, the vocals, the lyric, the content was great. But if there's one song that means a lot to me, I would have to say it's probably "Oh My Lovin'," because that was the first song I heard that they played that night on Ed Sullivan, the first time they were on. And it changed my life. I went from wanting to be a baseball player to wanting to be a bass player.
That's
and
right.
Tom, you know about that, right? The bass player thing. That's another story for the next show.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I think he knows more about the ball part.
So many people have said, you know, when music comes up and you talk about the Beatles, so many people have said to myself or to Vinny, they changed my life.
Yes.
They changed my direction. They changed my life. I mean, I'm sure there are thousands and thousands of people that feel that way.
Probably millions.
Do you know they wrote many songs for other bands too. They wrote a song called "Come and Get It" for Badfinger.
Right.
Paul wrote that.
Yeah, yeah. I think they both did. I think they both collaborated on that. I thought.
It's possible.
I have one of the recordings of them rehearsing it, the Beatles rehearsing it.
Really.
Man.
It's on
Wow.
Anthology
Wow.
3, I believe.
That's really rare. You guys
Is it
have
on
any?
Anth-
You guys have a lot of
Anthology?
rare stuff of the Beatles recordings?
I don't have a lot, but
I have some. Yeah,
I have some.
Yeah.
You know.
I had a
Outtakes.
little yellow submarine by Corgi Toys, and Paul and John would pop up when you press the button, and
really?
Ringo and George. Yeah.
Wait, do you still have
I
that?
have no idea where it went.
Have them rehearsing "I'm the Greatest," also the one that Ringo does later on, and Lennon's singing it.
So now, what do you guys
really
have
good.
that on? Is it on reels?
Actually, it's on vinyl.
It's on vinyl.
Well,
Yeah, I
listen,
have it on vinyl.
we have to take a commercial break, and I just want to mention about Joe Pomerico, a friend of ours who was on on the show. He's an independent filmmaker.
He's an independent filmmaker. I just have to say this, with an amazingly sexy voice.
Because
Right.
he does the.
Very
He
well.
does voiceovers. He does a
Right.
whole.
But he
audio series.
submitted a commercial. He produced a commercial for Doritos, and it's on some competition thing. It's on crashthesuperbowl.doritos.com, and if he wins, it plays during the Super Bowl. So I want everybody to go to that site, and it's called the Crosswalk.
Something about grandma, but if I knew you were going to ask me that, I would
No,
have had
it's-
it written down.
I'll,
Because
I'll
I
tell you when
forget
we
everything,
come back,
you know.
but it's something about the crosswalk. I forgot what it was. It's his girlfriend and his grandmother. But we're going to the commercial.
Gotta go to a quick commercial.
Temptation
Oh.
at the crosswalk.
Temptation at the Crosswalk.
That's it.
You guys look it up, but in the meantime, stick around. We have a quick commercial. We'll be back with these guys.
All right, Graham, here we go.
Okay, honey.
Graham? No, my Doritos!
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Hey, we got cued on time.
No.
I love you, Tom.
Listen, that's why it's so much fun doing stuff live, because there are no takes, so whatever happens, you guys see it live, and I don't know about you guys out there, but it's fun because you see that it's real. People are real here.
And you don't know what happens when you're watching the commercial, what goes on here. It's hysterical.
Yeah, we should have a camera like filming that stuff, but we always say that. We always say that. But Tommy's proud of me because I'm not swiveling tonight, right, Tommy? Okay. Say
One more time, I'd like to go around the horn so anybody could do a shout out. Start with Bob.
Always. My wife Maria, my daughter Juliana.
I believe my daughter Amanda's watching. Hi, Amanda. My sister Valerie's watching.
Your favorite kid.
My favorit child, yes, Amanda. I almost said my favorite son. My sister Valerie's watching, and her husband, I forget his name. They're watching.
Well, let me get this one out first because I got in trouble last time. My wife, Erin.
Oh, yeah,
It's going to be our anniversary tomorrow.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, honey. Also, Dylan Massini, my stepson, he got the student of the month.
Nice.
Oh,
Right.
great.
Julianne and Sophia
Oh, that's great.
and Anthony, my son Anthony.
There you go.
There you go.
Fabulous.
How about you, Mark?
I'd like to wish a happy birthday to my great niece who lives out in San Diego, Mac, her brother Zach, I'm probably going to have a birthday this year also. And also their cousins, Tyler and Lexi. And, of course, to my wife, Susan, my kids, Sabrina and Becky.
Was it Mac and Zach and nephews?
Yeah. Well, they're great niece and nephew.
Oh, all my nephews are great.
Yeah. Well, no, they're super. They're terrific. But, you
Zach
know.
and Zach, it's Zach. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
their
nice.
mom is my niece.
And we know Dylan is Dylan the fill-in because he's
Dylan
a
the fill-in,
drummer
right?
and
Dylan
he
the
fills
fill-in.
in,
Yes.
right?
Big D.
So last time we deemed him Dylan the fill.
Dylan the fill-in.
So that's great, great. I thought you had something you were going to ask them when we were talking on the commercial break, and now I don't remember. Let me ask you guys something though. When I was in 7th grade, a long time ago, we had a substitute. My teacher was out for a lengthy amount of time, and they brought this guy in. And now, how old are you in 7th grade? I was young, but
12,
the teacher was
13.
young too. This
Seventh
12,
grade?
okay.
12.
Right, so the substitute teacher was really young also. And when you're young and you say the teacher's young, you know they got to be young, right? Because you always think they're so much older. But instead of teaching us English, he was so into the Beatles, he came in with tape recorders. And at that time, I didn't know anything about the Paul is Dead thing with the Sgt. Pepper. And supposedly he was in an accident. And instead of teaching us, he came in with the tape recorder and was playing all the stuff and was giving us a whole history on the Beatles and that whole Paul is Dead thing. You know, when you play I Am the Walrus backwards, and supposedly he says Paul is dead, I remember being like really freaked out with that. Do you know what supposedly John Lennon
It was I Am
said
the
he
Walrus?
said?
It was.
Was it I Am the Walrus? That? If you
Was
played
it I Am the
backwards?
Walrus?
No.
Well, at the end
wasn't-
of Strawberry
oh, oh.
Fields
Wasn't
Forever,
Strawberry
they
Fields.
thought-
Oh, it was Strawberry Fields.
They thought he was saying, I buried
I buried
Paul.
Paul.
But actually, it was
Right.
cranberry sauce is what he was saying. Because it
You
was
know what?
Thanksgiving when they recorded it.
Yeah, I just think that's so funny because it doesn't sound anything like
I thought
Cranberry
it
It
was
Sauce.
doesn't, but if you listen to the anthology album, it's 1,000 times clearer. And
Okay.
I thought it
and
was
it's
I'm
clear
very
as crystal.
bored
Clear as
at first.
It is.
That's what I used to
Oh,
think
yeah,
when they said
I'm
I'm very
very
bored, yeah.
But I remember at that time thinking, wow, this stuff is...
My
He sent us all home that day thinking...
My
you know,
social studies
Paul's dead.
teacher, Mike Hodges, gave us a bonus question at the end of our exam. What was the Beatles' second album? I was the only one that got it. I got everything else wrong, but but
Yeah,
it
but
was the
but
Beatles' second album.
Right, it was called the
As far as
Yeah.
American
Yeah.
releases, yeah, it was
Yes.
the Beatles' second album.
Yeah, so that was, for being in 7th grade and the teacher coming in. First of all, we thought it was so cool that he wasn't teaching us. And we did a whole segment on the Beatles.
Yeah, he
and-
don't
and that
teach no
whole-
more, that guy.
Very cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So now, where are you guys, where can you be found?
You can
Because I
check
don't-
out the Facebook page, Penny Lane Tribute. It's Penny Lane Tribute. And in the last, like I say, within the last few weeks, we got a lot of likes.
We got a lot of
Most-
hits,
so
yeah,
we need
yeah.
another.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay,
We're
great.
like 480 or something like that, so we want to hit 500. So.
Great. Well,
Very
you
much.
guys,
Very
everybody out there really has to go on to their on their Facebook wall, Penny Lane Tribute, and give them a like. And then this way you can see where they're playing, keep current, and see what's going on. Because you guys are amazing, and the audience will hear that a little bit later because you have a treat for us.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Actually, we got a little surprise for you guys too.
You have a
Uh-oh.
surprise for us?
He goes.
I'd love a
Get
surprise.
the hell out of
Shirts.
here.
Oh, I
I'll
love
take care of
it.
you, Tom. Take care of you later. I got one for you. later.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh, thank
There
you
you go.
so
There you
much.
go.
Oh my God.
Now you
I
can wear
love
the
these. All right, we have to
Penny
hold
Lane
them up.
shirt. There you go.
Tie-dyes
Yeah.
are my thing, man.
Oh,
I
it's the
love tie-dye
Best.
shirts.
Yeah, Vinny, and I love tie-dye. Penny Lane. Actually, I know
I think
Janine
one's
and
a-
Tommy.
one's a large, one's
Janine and
extra.
Tommy love tie-dye, too.
Oh, that is
Penny
awesome.
Lane
Thank you
Beatles
guys
Tribute
so
Band
much,
Facebook.
man.
This is beautiful.
I-
Thank you.
And it's got
Love
the
it.
paint.
You
it's
got to
got
switch
the-
them.
I was going to say this is a little one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy started
There
to tell
you
you,
go.
one's a
That's
large
it. There you
and one's
go.
an extra
That's all.
small.
These are
See, I went out and got a
really
special
great.
shirt just for you guys anyway.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dig
that's
it.
good. That's
But
a
I'm going to
great
switch
shirt.
it on the next commercial, and I'm going to wear this one.
That's right. I might
gonna
have to put
switch
mine
up.
on, too. I'm wearing my Superman, Supergirl shirt, but I'm definitely going to put this
see,
on.
yeah,
Thank
oh,
you
thank
so
you.
much.
Also, we're a Beatles tribute band. We would like to do it with a little twist. Like we do different, like we add a couple of verses, or we add different kind of endings, the beginnings. I kind of go a little crazy with guitars. It's a great show. It's energetic. And Tom, like I said, his attitude is funny. He came along and
He smashes his drum set. He's
Yeah, he
crazy.
He doesn't keep doing things.
smashes it.
That's awesome, man.
That's
Well,
great. So
well,
you-
we're looking forward to come and see you guys. And
Yeah.
I want all our people out there to come visit them, come see them, and go on their page and like them. Show them the support from the Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour, and show them how to get a lot of likes.
Yeah, and listen, the
Thank you.
Beatles
Thank you.
like
Thanks so
span so many generations. You know what I mean? So you can, like you can go and bring anybody
Yeah,
to one of their
I
shows.
think, I think
because
we
they
said
cover
it. I think we said it at the last time you guys were here that it's amazing. You'll see like 12-year-old kids and even younger
They do.
that know Beatles songs,
Yeah.
and even foreign in the foreign countries.
Oh, yeah.
They can't speak English, but they could sing a Beatles song.
Right.
Right.
It's like amazing. I was at a party one time as a teenager, and there was a guy from, I want to say it was Mexico. I'm not really sure, but he spoke not a lick of English, but he sang "Come Together" when it came on the music. They were
There's a
playing.
Filipino band that they don't speak English at all, but they dress, kind of in the suits and ties,
Really?
and they can play and sing basically note for note the songs, but they don't speak English.
that
but
amazing?
they do it for the songs. It's great.
Italy too. There's a trio, acoustic trio.
They do
Really
Beatles
good.
songs.
Yeah, and they're Italian, but they know all the.
Yeah. Oh, they're
That was no
definitely
problem.
universal.
And they
no doubt.
didn't tour very long. They weren't together very long.
Well, not for us, no.
No.
I mean, they toured from 64 maybe to 66?
66, that was it.
Was their
Yeah,
last
2
concert?
years.
Yeah.
So
August
let
of
me ask you a
66.
question. If you guys had the opportunity, I know they're not all with us anymore, but if you had an opportunity, we'll start with you, Bob, to meet one of the Beatles, and which one, and what would you want to say to him, or?
Oh man.
I mean, did you ever think of that?
You got to give me an
Holy
answer this
cow.
time.
It's all-
Yeah,
no, it's
well,
okay
no,
if you
I
don't.
probably would want to see Paul
Just
McCartney
curious.
because I like him
'Cause you like
most
Paul.
of his stuff. Well, I like them all, of course, but probably most of his stuff. But what to ask him? Holy cow! I don't know.
You're
I
walking-
can think of 1,000
I'm just
things if
kinda
I wasn't
curious,
just
because
I
sometimes
know,
said
I
to
know, I
right
didn't
here,
say-
but I
You had me
wouldn't
at
even
hello.
know. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah.
Jerry
No.
McCloud.
How
I
about
don't
you,
know.
Tom? Anything? 'Cause sometimes
It
people
would depend probably on my mood or how I felt, because each one of them means so much to me. I mean, when they were in Ed Sullivan, I was 2, so I can't say they changed my life, but they certainly did form a lot of it, especially musically.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And,
you didn't see him on
absolutely.
Sullivan, but as you grew up in those next few
Correct.
years,
So
They definitely made an
it
influence.
wasn't like philosophically or anything. I really didn't even understand what they were doing. I was just singing. I loved the melodies and the voices and stuff. So what to ask them? I'd say, can I play a couple songs with you?
yeah, exactly, exactly. Jim, how about you? Anything?
Mickey Dolan. I really wanted to meet him.
Hey, yeah.
Everybody
That's
loves
a
the
whole
monkeys.
different. That's an animal. That
Still
ain't
love
a
the
insect.
monkeys.
No, actually, I would have more meeting Ringo.
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 Starr.
Hey, well,
Well,
that's,
Ringo's a comedian. He's funny as hell. Ringo.
That's still
He was
actually
always
possible,
the prankster,
yeah.
right?
I know he plays Jones Beach and all. It just has to be a kind of thing where every
We'll see
once
if
in
we
a
can
while
make a call.
I'll call him in. Tombo's
I'll mention your name.
My brothers met Ringo. And my brothers met Paul.
Yeah.
So
Richie Starr's there.
lucky.
Richard Stark.
Yeah, I would be happy meeting any of them, I guess. But I guess I'd probably want to meet Paul, being that he's the bass player of the band, and I became a bass player because he was the one, it was his instrument that influenced me. But I probably would ask him for the opportunity to sit down and write a song with him. That would be a big
amazing,
joy.
right?
Yeah, I
can't
mean, I
even-
do some writing, and I wrote this song called My Valentine. And I had no idea. I put it on YouTube, and when I went on YouTube to just to watch it, I noticed that there was a song there called My Valentine, written by Paul McCartney.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I mean, the songs are 2 totally different songs, but I was really, I said, wow, I'm on the same page, same YouTube page as Paul McCartney, So
That's cool.
The next step would be to obviously meet him.
Right. Yeah, that would be a.
Tell the truth. He stole it.
I
from
think
you.
we have to
Yeah, right.
take another commercial. Once again, I want to
Go
tell you
quick.
guys, crash the Super Bowl.Doritos.com and vote for Temptation at the Crosswalk for Joe
All right.
Pomerico.
We got to get quick to a commercial because we got to get these guys on stage. They got some fun stuff for you guys. So stay with us and support these guys. Penny Lane Tribute.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, DMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhouse TV. You are the man.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Ou aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this, you'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Hey, welcome back. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing Penny Lane Tribute. 3, 4. It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play. They've been going in and out of style, but they're guaranteed to raise a smile. So may I introduce to you the actor known for all these years, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. With Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, we hope you will enjoy the show. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, sit back and let the evening go. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's wonderful to be here, it's certainly a thrill. You're such a lovely audience, we'd like to take you home with us, we'd love to take you home. I don't really want to stop the show, but I thought you might like to know that the singer's gonna sing a song, and he wants you all to sing along. So may I introduce to you the one and only Billy Shears, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Gonna hide with a little help
from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody?
I need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
I want somebody to love.
Would you believe in a love at first sight?
Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time.
What do you see when you turn out the light?
I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends.
Do you need anybody?
I just need someone to love.
Could it be anybody?
I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends.
When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Sunday morning bottle of wine. If I've been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Could be handy mending a fuse when your lights have gone. You can knit a sweater by the fireside. Sunday morning, go for a ride. Doing the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Or will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Every summer we can rent a cottage in the Isle of Wight. If it's not too dear, we shall scrimp and sing. Grandchildren on your knee, Vera, Chuck, and Dave. Send me a postcard, drop me a line, stating point of view. Indicate precisely what you mean to say. You're sincerely wasting away. Give me your answer, fill in a form, mine forevermore. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Thank you.
Roll up, for the magical mystery tour. Step right this way.
an invitation. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up to make a reservation. Roll up for the mystery tour. The magical mystery tour is waiting to take you away. Waiting to take you away. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up. We got everything you need. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up. Satisfaction guaranteed. Roll up for the mystery tour. The magical mystery tour is hoping to take you away. Hoping to take you away. Mystery trip. The magical mystery tour. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up. We got the reservation. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up. To make a reservation. Roll up for the mystery tour. The magical mystery tour is coming to take you away. Coming to take you away. The magical mystery tour is dying to take you away. Dying to take you away. Take you today. I was alone, I took a ride, I didn't know what I would find. Hey! Another road, but maybe I could see another kind of mind. Hey! When I suddenly see you, did I tell you I need you every single day of my life? You didn't run, you didn't lie, you knew I wanted just to hold you. Had you gone, you knew in time we'd meet again, for I adore you. You were meant to be near me, and I want you to hear me say we'll be together every day. I've got to get you into my life. I was alone, I took a ride, I didn't know what I would find there. Another road, and maybe I could see another kind of mind there. When I suddenly see you, did I tell you I need you? Woo! I've got to get you into my life. Oh, yeah. Short one? Yeah.
Oh, what goes on? Oh, what goes on? Right, what goes on? Yeah. 1, 2, oh, we started.
What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You are tearing me apart. And when you treat me so unkind, what goes on in your mind?
The other day I saw you as I walked along the road. But when I saw him with you, I could feel my future fold. It's so easy for a girl like you to lie. Tell me why. What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You are tearing me apart.
when you treat me so unkind? What goes on in your mind?
I met you in the morning, waiting for the tides of time. While the tide is turning, I can see that I was blind. It's so easy for a girl like you to lie. Tell me why. What goes on in your heart? I used to think of no one else, but you were just the same. You didn't even think of me as someone with a name. Did you mean to break my heart and watch me die? Tell me why. What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You are tearing me apart. And when you treat me so unkind, what goes on in your mind?